Hey guys, my name is Sid and welcome to another vlog. So today is a very exciting day because VIDXB is happening in Dubai. It's probably one of the biggest creator conferences that happens here. It's the first time it's happening and they have Casey Neistat coming to Dubai. Now if you guys don't know who Casey Neistat is, he's probably one of the biggest influencers in terms of vlogging on YouTube. He kind of changed the whole genre and I'm heavily inspired by him, as you guys can probably tell. He's a creative genius and looking forward to meet him and check out his talk. And a couple of other big Dubai YouTubers are going to be there. I think more vlogs is going to be there, a bunch of people. So it's an event for creators, so it should be fun and maybe I'll learn a thing or two. So I thought I'd take you guys along. So I'm here, just got my coffee. VIDXB is happening. I'm kind of hoping that I see Casey like skateboarding around over here somewhere, but I know, wishful thinking. Anyway, let's head for the event. Alright guys, I'm inside. Unfortunately, there were a limited amount of bands to get to see Casey Neistat, so I don't know if I will get to meet him. Yeah, so I'm here at the Facebook and Instagram booth. So you can see they have a pretty cool space and they made this like whole room designed just for Instagram pictures, so check this out. Weird to see so many people vlogging around, but it's kind of cool as well. And Casey's gonna be here very soon, I think. In case you guys don't know, Casey was one of the first to use a DSLR to make videos, and the amount of editing and stuff that he put into vlogs, he was pretty revolutionary in that. Now you see a lot of that. A lot of content creators use this style. He was the first of all. Casey's somewhere right there.
Where's your merch?
Man, there's so many cameras out there. And I'm looking for technology that I'm not aware of yet. G7X.
It's kind of the best, isn't it?
Yes,
this
it is.
Camera. I just turned into a YouTuber. The epitome is meeting the godfather of YouTube, Casey Neistat.
They're very kind of you to say. You know, YouTube is like it's like a cauldron. So I always think that there's always such new, fresh talent, and there's so many people there and so many creators. I mean, I'm looking at how many cameras are here. There's always so many new creators that I think there's always kind of a revolving door of new styles and tones and aesthetics that are always arriving on the platform. So to be a part of that cycle, it's very exciting as a filmmaker. It's probably like the most gratifying thing I've done in the tenure of my career. Copycats frustrate me, not because I care, because I think if somebody copies you, it doesn't hurt you. Like, it doesn't take you down at all. But it frustrates me because I think that YouTube as a platform, as long as you're copying or emulating someone else, you'll never succeed, you'll never find your own voice. Because why would somebody want to photocopy when they can have the original? You always need to build on that. So I'll always preach that from the mountaintops, because I think like you want to succeed in this platform, find your voice. So I think you can build an audience regardless of what your style is or what the magnitude is, but I think at the core, you have to tell a story really well. And I think when you look at a platform with 1.3 billion users, the only story that you should really be focusing on is your story. And when I think of kind of the growth that you've seen in the Middle East on YouTube, it's because there are a lot of unique stories here that the world doesn't really know about. So I think that presents like a tremendous opportunity for this part of the world, because people are curious, people want to know. And it's very hard to understand that through the lens of like traditional media and mainstream media and television and stuff like that. But when it's an individual sharing your individual story, I think you will find an audience. So my advice always is just focus on telling a story really well. In order to tell a story well, you have to know the story well. And one story that everybody knows better than anyone else is your own story.
And in terms of algorithms, is there anything that we should know that you already know that you can kind of advise us on?
I think that's all nonsense. I mean, I think all that growth hack stuff on YouTube, like, you can put a lot of effort into that and it's going to move the needle just a little bit. But if you make content that really matters, it's going to move the needle so much. And what I mean by that is, like, I don't think I used a single tag in like any of the 800 episodes of my blog that I ever uploaded. I just tagging is such a pain and it requires too much thought, so I just never used it. And they never had any trouble finding an audience. There are ways you can manipulate the platform that'll give you little nudges, but if that's your focus, then you should rethink what you're doing altogether. I made a video a little while ago. It was not a good video. I was like going to the Midwest in the United States of America, like a really boring part of the country for work. But I was on an airplane and I was really bored. And I was like, I want to shoot something, but like I literally can't film any more of me sitting in an airplane seat and expect my audience to actually care. And I remade like a 1-minute scene out of one of my favorite movies called Fight Club.
You wake up at SeaTac, SFO, LAX. You wake up at O'Hare, Dallas-Fort Worth, BWI, Pacific, Mountain, Central. You lose an hour, gain an hour. This is your life, and you're living it 1 minute at a time.
Excuse me?
You wake up at Air Harbor International. If you wake up at a different time, in a different place, could you wake up as a different person? Everywhere I travel, tiny life. Single serving sugar, single serving cream, single pat of butter, the microwave breakfast burrito hobby kit, shampoo conditioner combos, sample package mouthwash, tiny bars of soap. The people I meet on these trips, they're single serving friends. Between landing and taking off, we have our time together, but that's all we get.
And like, I love that movie. I'm such a big fan of Fincher, and like Ed Norton is so good in that. And I just recreated that, and that was such a fun thing. And like when I finished it, I was like, yeah. And then the rest of the video sucks, and I was like, who cares? I was so psyched about that 1 minute. And I would have never forced myself to do something like that if I wasn't constantly creating. Like if that day I'd been like, man, I don't have anything to say today, I wouldn't have done it. Because I was like, no, I'm gonna make something. I forced myself to do something that's sort of a little bit out of the wheelhouse of my comfort zone. And that's the most exciting part of YouTube, is that I've made feature films. I spent 2 years of my life dedicated to making one movie. And there's not a lot of malleability there. There's not a lot of room for error. But when you're making something every day, or twice a week, or once a week, or there's a lot of room to mess up and find your voice and play around with it. It's like a funny thing, like comments, the worst thing on the planet Earth. Like the haters, the nonsense in the comments, none of it bothers you except for one thing, and that's when the comments tell the truth. Like, make fun of me for days, like pick on me, say stupid things, none of it, but like it just, who cares? But when they say something that's truthful, it hurts so badly. And a lot of the comments were like, they hit home because they were telling the truth. They were like, this used to be interesting and now it's just what you're up to every day. And I was like, no, that's exactly. And it was the truth, it was totally the truth. And for me, like that's what taking a step back did, is it was like, okay, like why do I do this? What is it that I love about this? Make sure I always have something to say. If I don't find something to say, and if I don't do it. And I think for me, the most exciting thing about YouTube, the thing I romanticize the most about YouTube, is just purely like your creative idea and then your audience. When you click upload, it gets shared to the world. You are the arbiter of what you want to share, and I think there's something really special about that. If you think of like a painter decides when this painting is done, and then she hangs that painting on the wall, and the world gets to see it exactly as she meant it to be seen. It doesn't get put through filters and other people get to say, no, a little bit more red, no, a little bit more like this. It's just purely her inception of her expression of creativity. And that idea is what I love most about YouTube. I'm telling your story as authentically and as truthfully as you possibly can.
Fantastic. Casey Neistat, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Casey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
It was so cool to see Casey in real life. Really cool guy, man, and he's doing another keynote in a bit. So let's go see what he says at the keynote. This is the main stage of VIDXB. Casey's gonna be out pretty soon.
Of all the places I've ever been, I've never seen such like a vibrant community of aspiring creators as I've seen here in Dubai.
Okay, we're getting some exclusive Casey content right now. Something's not on YouTube yet.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a filmmaker. To me, there was no
Lily Pons is next. I haven't really seen her stuff, but she's a huge YouTuber. 6.3 million subscribers.
My name is Preeti Malik, but we don't care about me. We don't care about what I'm doing here, because there's one woman that we do care about here, and that's the one and only Lily Pons. Making these videos with your friends, you thought it was cool. When did you kind of start to think, oh, maybe there's something bigger here? A lot of people are starting to see my work.
Yes, well, when people come up to you and they're like, oh, you inspire me, oh, I love your work, I want to be like you. And also when the opportunities come, they email me, they email my dad, they're like, hey, I want you for this, I want you for that. And then when you see that there's like the possibility of money involved, that's when you know it could be a business. And that's when...
We got more vlogs here. Vlogging? Say again.
Reminds me of more. What's the camera?
What's the channel's name?
Make sure to subscribe. Subscribe.
There you go.
Hit the thumbs up.
More.
Hit the thumbs up.
This was small by like 1 second, but I'm sure I'll meet him sometimes. VIDXB was awesome. Got to meet Casey Neistat, which was super cool. Rashid, Sagan, the gang, they were really cool. Lily Pons was cool as well. Her talk was really nice. I don't really know who she is, but she seems to be huge. She had the most watched Instagram stories in the world. So anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button, leave me a comment, and subscribe to watch more videos like this. I'll see you guys in the next one.